She stopped with her food halfway to her mouth, her utensil suspended, and gazed at me with worried eyes. "What's making you so silent this evening?" she inquired, her tone gentle, nearly hesitant. I avoided meeting her gaze immediately. My eyes remained glued to my dish, drawing meaningless designs in the meal while my mind spun in endless loops. When I eventually replied, my voice was quiet yet laced with firmness. "I'm simply pondering what occurs once the reality emerges." Her grin faded right away, stripping the comfort from her expression. She attempted to hide it behind an unsteady chuckle, raising her wineglass like all was fine. "Which reality?" she urged, the shake in her words giving her away. I reclined, observing her intently. Over many months, I'd spotted it all. The extended evenings, the unclear justifications, the strange scent lingering subtly on her attire. I'd stayed silent, just collecting clue after clue, allowing her to spin her tangle of deceptions. "I know," I stated, holding her stare. The noise of her utensil dropping onto the dish pierced the quiet. Her mouth opened slightly, her tone a fractured murmur. "No, what are you saying?" But we both knew. She'd assumed I was overly trusting, too oblivious, too devoted to ever doubt. Her fingers extended over the table, shaking, seeking mine. "It's not as it seems," she pleaded, urgency seeping into her speech. But I withdrew my hand, maintaining the gap between us. I'd grappled with this instant for weeks. Should I challenge her? Should I depart silently, or make her experience the sting of her actions toward me? This night, I opted for honesty. "I viewed the texts," I declared. "The nighttime phone conversations. The weekends you said were spent with your sibling. I know his identity, his job location. Even the lodging you both keep returning to." All hue left her features. Tears gathered, overflowing before she could craft another alibi. She stuttered, implored me to accept it was insignificant, that it held no importance. But disloyalty carries heaviness, and when it strikes, it stays put. I rose, heading to the window, the vast quiet between us more burdensome than any heated argument might be. "I've already decided," I informed her. Her tone broke, desperate. "What are you implying? Are you abandoning me?" I offered no response, just quietness. The quietness she dreaded beyond fury. I'd been organizing this for weeks, methodically shifting funds, securing a new residence, speaking with an attorney, all arranged with careful precision. At last, I faced her again. "I won't battle you. You can take what you've desired. Your independence, your partner, but you won't keep me. Not any longer." Her cries intensified. She vowed it was an error, that she couldn't endure losing me. But she'd made her selection well before tonight. I retrieved the keys from my pocket, placing them on the table. "This home, this existence, we created it as a pair, and you discarded it regardless. Tomorrow, you'll receive the documents. I'm done with the facade." She stood, attempting to grasp me, her expression contorted in alarm. But as I truly gazed at her, I saw no trace of the woman I'd once cherished. She had vanished, supplanted by an unfamiliar person who'd concealed herself under falsehoods and hidden affairs. I headed for the exit. She gripped my arm, pleading, her tears warm on her flesh. But I broke away, her pleas diminishing in my wake. Outdoors, the breeze seemed altered, crisp, pure, as if I'd been stifled for months and could at last inhale freely. The road forward wouldn't be easy, but it would belong to me, liberated from her betrayal. I hadn't elevated my tone. I hadn't pursued vengeance. My choice to depart calmly would resonate deeper in her soul than any wrath possibly could. And I knew she'd remain at that table far after my departure, reliving the single phrase that had demolished it all. "I'm simply pondering what occurs once the reality emerges." Now she grasped, because I took the sole remaining action. I departed and I never looked back. And also, please subscribe to my channel.